Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Arnab Goswami on the debate at 10, presented by GeoMart, powered by Reva University and Greenply.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Big debate in Parliament is about the GST hike. But what's the backstory? Did the parties in the opposition who are out with the placards and posters now, did they oppose the hike in GST when they had an official opportunity to? Did they? And if not, ladies and gentlemen, why not? Republic is always interested in the real story. So let's debate.
The opposition has made GST the scapegoat for explaining away its disruption of Parliament.
इस महंगाई की मार सिर्फ महिलाओं को ही नहीं, बच्चों से लेकर बूढ़े तक और 140 करोड़ जनता को इसका इफेक्ट हो रहा है.
They say the government is being insensitive.
गैस सिलेंडर थे 450 रुपए हुए तब आंदोलन किया था, अब 1100 रुपए तक पहुंच रहा है. 1053 रुपया, मतलब क्या हो गया? कुछ नहीं लगता. लोग वापस लकड़ी जलाना चालू कर दिए. अब की उजाला उज्ज्वला दोनों भी डब्बे में गई है.
They make declarations like these. They want the government to take back GST. But they were the ones who helped roll it along.
फूड ग्रेन्स की जहाँ तक बात है, जीएसटी आने के पहले भी इन फूड ग्रेन्स पर पहले भी वैट लगता था. लेकिन मेरा मुख्य सवाल ये है कि आपने जीएसटी काउंसिल की बैठक में क्यों नहीं विरोध किया?
Showing disrespect to parliamentary procedures and constitutional means of engagement needs to recognize that the Parliament of India reflects the spirit, the expectations, the aspirations of the people of India.
And so far as the opposition charge that they were not consulted or listened to is concerned, the finance minister herself has explained that there were so many opportunities. The fitment committee made of officers has those officials from many of these opposition ruled states. The decisions there go to the group of ministers, which has ministers from many of the opposition states, of course belonging to the government, but coming in from those states where the governments of those respective opposition states could have petitioned their ministers. Food items were taxed at about 5% for the branded products. Later it so transpired that in the unregulated, unbranded market, a lot of pilferage was happening and many of these opposition ruled states complained. In fact, associations of industries and traders came to the finance ministry, following which a lot of meetings happened. The fitment committee made of officers met, group of ministers considered, and then only this amendment was brought in before the GST Council and passed unanimously.
The fact remains, the common citizens are feeling the pinch. But can the shallow, hollow and motivated politics by all those hand in glove with the decision continue? Let's debate.
Okay, so let me say on this, I am with those in the opposition. I'm with their side. I'm on their side as far as the issue of GST is concerned. Okay, so let's not quarrel on that, right? I support the view that the GST should be brought down. Okay. My only question, and I would like to welcome Shankar Guha of the Congress and Reena Gupta of the Aam Aadmi Party Professor Monojit Mandal, I think he's coming from the Trinamool Congress, and Revala Sridhar Reddy of the TRS, and Anurag Bhadoria of the Samajwadi Party. For in this extremely democratic program, I have so many voices from the opposition. Just see viewers, there's one person from the BJP and there are 6 people waiting to devour him with arguments. So I just want to put that 6 window back on the screen so people understand that if there is only one channel and one network that is fair and objective and balanced and that even gives a disproportionate voice to the opposition, it is and was and always will be only Republic. Let the picture be 6 window on the screen, Anand. What are you doing? There you are, ladies and gentlemen, right? And Gopal Krishna Agarwal is saying, where have I landed? You know, there are 6 people against me, 5 people against me. Yes, that's the reality. And you can add me also, Mr. Agarwal, because I'm also against your decision on GST. Okay, now there's I don't know where Smita is and Rajat is and Sushil Kedia is.
Give me time for 6 answers.
No, I will. Why are you getting stressed? Your grilling has not even begun.
Who will be for taxes?
Yes. So point being, Smita, what is the issue here? Let me start with you. You describe your issue, then I will describe mine as far as GST is concerned. What's the issue at stake here, Smita?
No, I mean, you saying that you want a reduction in GST. Of course, everybody wants less taxes. Who wants more taxes? Who will be for taxes? My only problem is that I don't like disruption in Parliament. I want all laws to be debated in Parliament like any citizen would want. We don't like disruption, right? I mean, you have the BJP saying that that this is what the opposition is doing and they are not responsible. They should be discussing this and they were given ample opportunity. And then you will have the Congress saying that this is what the BJP did. This is what Arun Jaitley said when they were in the opposition. This is what Sushma Swaraj said. So you should not hold us responsible. It's the duty of the treasury benches. So what happens to people who are watching this? Those of us who have elected the representatives to put out there. GST we'll keep putting out of our pocket, right? We'll keep paying for taxes. But what is the meaning of this? What is it? Why is there no healthy debate? Passionate debates are held in Republic TV, but not in Parliament. I mean, this is real shame, right? That is why people are watching these debates more, because you get to see more information on these debates.
Thank you very much for saying all those kind things about Republic TV debates. Question is, when you had the opportunity, did you protest? My question is different. This is a matter which was there in the GST Council. Did you protest? Question to Reena first. Reena, did you protest when you had an opportunity? There was a GST Council meeting on 28th and 29th June. Were you represented there? Did you protest?
Arnab, before I respond to that, can I just play something for 14 seconds with the Prime Minister of this country said?
No, answer my question.
Yes,
did you protest?
Arnab.
Did you protest?
Yes, we protested, and as we have seen with this government, due to their brute majority, they do not listen to anybody, and we protested. Our protest was not registered. Our dissent was not registered.
So
and you know that...
Are you saying, Reena, are you saying, no, 1 minute, this is important. This is important. 1 second, that's a news point. Are you saying, and the same question goes here to Monojit Mandal, because I just want to understand that there is a committee which had representation from opposition rule states, Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Rajasthan, all of them. Did they oppose the GST tax revision on the 28th and 29th of June, Monojit, when the council met in Chandigarh to revise the tax rates? And if you protested, why did you remain quiet for a month after that if you felt you were being overruled and wait for Parliament to start? I can't hear you, Monojit. Please unmute yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't have to unmute because I'm on camera. Our finance minister, Ms. Chandrima Bhattacharya, under able supervision of the chief minister, she did protested. But as usual, her voice was completely crushed by the ruling dispensation. In fact, I tell you, the finance advisor of the government of West Bengal, Mr. Amit Mitra, has categorically stated, even the BJP ruled states, some of the BJP ruled states are not happy with this hike. Look at the timing. While the inflation is already at 7% and over, you are doing this. why there are revisions from Reserve Bank of India, why the essential prices of the essential commodities are skyrocketing. You know, I don't even need to talk about the price of gas cylinder,
I'm confused.
1,050, petrol, and so on and so forth.
I'm getting confused.
You are doing it. No, you don't need to be confused.
No, I'm confused.
It was dissented by the opposition, including my state, but the government, as usual, did not understand.
No, 1 minute.
Now forget about everything else.
No, this is.
Why are you
Is
confused?
it time
We have
on the
seen
part
same
of the
No,
government
why am I confused?
to propose the hike?
Arena, 1 minute.
For argument's sake,
No, why are you both speaking over each other?
One single. We did not say anything.
Was that parliamentary procedure?
No, 1 minute.
Just one single sentence, madam.
I'm not even saying a word, Malajit. She's speaking.
Let me finish now. One sentence.
I'm not saying anything.
One sentence.
I'm not saying anything.
One sentence, madam. Just one sentence.
I'm not saying anything. Can the AAP please let the TMC speak?
For argument's sake, we did not
Mr.
say
Agarwal,
anything.
wait.
Suppose we did not say anything. Suppose. But is it time for the government even to propose hikes? That is the fundamental question.
Okay, 1 minute. Mr. Agarwal, instead of making suo moto comments, allow me to direct the debate. Mr. Agarwal, what? Okay, Monachit, now you're fantastic. You know, the problem is let one act lead to the other. You know, you're like this play without any breaks. Listen to me. Yes. Now, question being here to Mr. Agarwal. Mr. Agarwal, you must tell us the truth.
I think you are the most fair anchor in this country. I mean, everyone knows.
On that, there is no doubt. There is absolutely no doubt. I am in agreement with you. My question to Mr. Agarwal. Mr. Agarwal, now we were told that barring one instance since its inception in July 2017, all decisions of the GST Council have been unanimous. So what the government sources put out is that all state governments completely and unanimously agreed to the increase in GST rates. But here on the program, I have two party representatives on record saying that's not true. What's the truth? How can you claim it's unanimous if the state governments were against it?
The thing is where these both gentlemen from the opposition parties, what they are saying, they were not part of the GST Council meeting.
Now,
Finance Minister was part of the GST meeting.
Not two gentlemen, one lady, one honorable lady.
And the Finance Minister herself has said the GST Council has taken this unanimous decision, and as per the Constitution, also it is the GST Council which can take this decision about rate hike or whatever decisions on GST. It is not the government or the Parliament which is taking decision. These powers have been delegated to GST Council where these decisions are taken.
Yeah, but was there unanimity there? No, but was there unanimity there?
Unanimity or
No. Was there unanimity there, Mr. Agarwal?
So the Finance Minister has said.
They are saying no.
There was
This
no
decision was
unanimity.
taken
The
unanimously.
dissent was not
So one एक मिनट अनुराग जी बहुत बड़ी कंट्रोवर्सी हो रही है. एक मिनट रुक जाइए. नहीं अनुराग जी मैं आ रहा हूँ. इतने सारे ऑपोजिशन के पार्टीज हैं मेरे प्रोग्राम पे, मैं कैसे मैनेज करूँ? एक मिनट अनुराग जी मेरी बात सुनिए. अभी ये तो वातावरण है, ये हमारे डिबेट के लिए अनुकूल तो बनाया हमको अपने आप को. मेरी बात सुनिए. It's a controversy. I have the BJP spokesperson saying that the finance ministry said the decision was unanimous. आम सहमति से. अब अनुराग जी आम आदमी पार्टी के प्रवक्ता और तृणमूल के प्रवक्ता कह रहे हैं ऐसी कोई बात नहीं थी और ये मुद्दा तो छोटा मुद्दा नहीं है. तो I want your take on it. Though you are not represented because you are not running a state government, what do you think? No, अनुराग जी बोलने.
सुन लीजिए. अरे सुन लीजिए.
Mr. Agarwal, let us discuss. Mr. Agarwal, 1 minute. Can I have the windows back? 1 minute, Mr. Agarwal. Yeah.
अग्रवाल जी सुन लीजिए. मैं तो कहता हूं कि फिनांस मिनिस्टर को कल पार्लियामेंट के अंदर आना चाहिए और पार्लियामेंट में आके फिनांस मिनिस्टर को बोलना चाहिए ये विपक्ष की बात को मैं नहीं मानती हूँ। मैं गरीब आदमी की, आम आदमी के आटा, चावल, दाल, दूध, दही के ऊपर जो GST बढ़ाने में आम सहमति बनी थी, इसको वापस लेती हूँ और जीरो करती हूँ। इसमें एक
वो अलग बात है अनुराग जी, वो अलग बात है
GST का नहीं लगेगा।
अनुराग जी, वो अलग बात
की बात करो ना।
नहीं, वो अलग बात
जनता की सरकार हो तो आप जनता की बात करो, आम जनता की बात
नहीं नहीं, मैं पहले नहीं मैं can I have a few on screen please? Once Rajat is on the debate. Rajat Sethi. Rajat is on the debate. Yeah.
Rajat, बोल दें आके पार्लियामेंट के अंदर में क्या दिक्कत है?
अनुराग जी, आपको
मैं कह रहा हूँ क्या दिक्कत है पार्लियामेंट में आके?
एक मिनट
श्रीमती सीता,
कौन सा यूनियन सब्जेक्ट है, क्या है क्या नहीं, कुछ तो पढ़ते नहीं है आप लोग, डिबेट में कूद के चले आते हैं। मैं आपको चैलेंज करता हूँ, क्या फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर यूनिलैटरली वापस ले सकती है क्या टैक्सेशन को?
No. The question
आप
being,
लोग ऐसे हवा में बातें क्यों करते हैं? जो तर्क संगत चीजें होती हैं आप उसको रखते नहीं है।
Okay, one
चैलेंज करता हूँ।
Okay, Rajat.
फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर यूनिलैटरली,
I'll come to you, Reena. Just put that down. I'm just getting the two other panelists in. I'm getting everyone in. I'm on a moot point right now, just one point, and we have the spokesperson and leader of the TRS also. These are parties that are running state governments. Tell me, Mr. Reddy, you're running a state government. Did your party government representatives oppose this in the GST Council meeting? Because the BJP spokesperson says this was unanimous. Yani ki he's trying to say that you do one thing quietly in meetings, you agree to the increase, and then outside the meeting you come and take a different position. What's the truth? What was the position your state government took?
Only two things I wanted to tell you here. One, we have raised our concern on imposing GST on this very, very normal items that all the common men, use in this country. Lassi, curd, atta, ऐसे छोटे छोटे आइटम पर इन लोग तो GST 5% अभी ऐड करते हैं. We have protested. At the same time, TRS party will never support such cruel proposals, I should say. Earlier, the Prime Minister of this country promised the nation that they are not going to impose any GST on such items where these are commonly used. Milk products, atta, rice, even यहाँ तक नहीं छोड़े कि hospital beds are not left. Cremation services, crematoriums.
Yeah, that's true.
Arnab, can I please come in?
No.
Arnab, can I come in, please? Arnab, I didn't get my time.
The GST meeting, Arnab, happened.
No, Rajat, please wait. I have two panelists who have not spoken. Rajat, just wait. Let Mr. Reddy complete. I'll come to you, Reena. I'm coming to you. Yeah.
I didn't get my.
I will be coming to you.
We already have demanded in the parliament. Our MPs have raised the concern. We have protested in the parliament also. Today, entire Telangana has protested. GST position on all these things. We strongly demand the.
Mr. Agarwal, please understand. I'll come to everyone. Mr. Agarwal, opposition rule states wrote to the government and asked for a change in the formula to distribute the GST kitty with a greater share going to the states, right? Did they discuss bringing down the GST on daily food items or not with you? You need to clarify this. You are saying they agreed with you. They are saying they did not. You need to clarify this. And by the way, Mr. Agarwal, let me tell you, I want to tell you directly that your government has gone on record in the past to say that they will not impose a higher GST on such daily food items. This has been the position of your government and you've changed your position. If you have, then you say we've changed our position and tell us why.
The Prime Minister himself is on record, Arnab.
Yeah, I tell you, there are 2-3 important things under GST. When the GST was imposed in 2015, the committee which has said that the average net revenue GST has to be around 15 and 15.5%. Last month, RBI came out with a report that average GST rate is now down at 11.6%. The target which the Arvind Subramaniam committee had set for the GST was 15 and 15.5%. We have brought down the average GST rate to 11.6%, and in the UPA earlier time it was around 25 to 30% average, between 27% average.
No.
So
Mr. Mr. Agarwal, to correct you factually, and Reena can come in, and we have two panelists, Shankar and Sushil, who have not spoken, but I'd like to correct you there, and maybe Reena can respond. I want to tell you, sir, that the government has reduced the GST tax in the past. In the past, in 2017, you slashed the tax rates on over 200 items. Out of that, 178 items of daily use were shifted from a tax bracket of 28% to 18%. And the middle class liked it. And the tax was reduced to nil from 5% on certain dried vegetables and unworked coconut shell. You did these things before. Why are you changing your own decision after 5 years? Are we in some major financial crisis that you're doing it? I want you to debate on this.
You have to, one thing is, that time also reduction was by the GST Council. This time also change it by the
No,
GST
but they're saying there's no unanimity in the GST Council. No, 1 minute. No, it's very convenient. It's where you are pushing the issue to the GST Council when it's convenient to you. And I want Reena to come in this 1 minute. Reena wanted to respond for a long while.
Also, it was the GST Council.
Arnab.
It was that time also GST
Okay, Reena.
Council.
Reena's responding. The debate is on.
We have to understand that the GST rate we have subsequently
Two windows, please.
Can I respond to you?
Down to an average rate.
Agarwal ji, मुझे बोलने दीजिए, please.
Also the whole story that is coming up. He has no answer to these questions that you asked, Arnab. He should accept that
Arnab, it's my time. Please.
I will. Shankar, let Reena respond, and I'm coming straight to you then. Yeah.
Arnab, the Modi government has badly mismanaged the economy. Right now, the WPI, the wholesale price inflation, is at a 30-year high.
Get it back.
Unemployment is at a 40-year high. The government has written off loans worth 11,000 crores to their crony capitalists.
All these are rubbish figures
These are not rubbish. These are all figures from RTI. Agarwal ji, अब आप शांत होकर सुनिए पहले. हमने आपकी बातें सुनी थी. आप शांत होइए. अब सुनिए मेरी बात. What they have done is they have written away all these NPAs. They need to refinance the banks. They need money. Where are they going to get the money from? They have started taxing.
I must step in here.
From atta, dahi, chawal.
Party is indulgent in.
Jignesh, wait. Sushil, wait a minute. I'm coming to you.
Arnab, I have one suggestion for them. They should start taxing the selling and buying of MLAs. जितना revenue deficit है ना, वो सारा खत्म हो जाएगा. MLA की खरीद फरोख्त पे आप GST लगा दीजिए, क्योंकि भारतीय जनता पार्टी जब से केंद्र में आई है, सिर्फ एक काम बखूबी से करते हैं, MLA खरीदना और सरकार गिराना. जहां तक इकोनॉमी का सवाल है, चाहे अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट का सवाल है, चाहे महंगाई का सवाल है, वो कुछ इनके पास कोई सॉल्यूशन नहीं है किसी का. सिर्फ MLA खरीद लिया, GST बढ़ाइए, हम सबसे पैसा खींचिए, उस पैसे से MLA खरीदिए और सरकारें गिराइए. That is all they have been doing for 8 years, Arnab. Everything right now is so expensive. You talk to the mothers. They don't have money to buy milk for their children. They don't have money to fill their cylinders. This is where they brought the country to.
States are in very bad shape.
States are in bad shape because...
Okay, 1 minute. There is another logic to this, viewers. There is another logic to this. Just a minute, 1 minute. Yes, Mr. Kedia.
Yeah. Just one last point.
Okay, let her complete her point.
Arnab, pool of taxes is at its lowest.
Okay, Reena, counter to you from Sushil Kedia, please.
Reena, stop babbling.
Reena, let Sushil respond to you, Reena.
This is not my...
He's countering you. He's countering you. Here is counter. Reena, here is counter.
Reena has made a damning allegation on the whole democracy. She unequivocally, I heard, said that their resistance in the GST Council was neither heard nor recorded. That's completely unconstitutional if that has happened. Why didn't you go to the courts of law? Why have you taken to the streets?
Monojit and Reena.
Making a fool out of people. You're making a fool out of people.
What is this?
You coming to Republic TV and screaming, why didn't you go to the court?
Okay. 1 minute. Respond. Rina will respond. Monojit, 1 minute. He says if there was such a bad practice, why didn't you respond to take a constitutional legal route earlier? It's a valid question, and I think you need to respond to that, Rina. 1 minute. Yeah.
That time.
You know, Arnab.
Okay. Now, Mr. Kedia, you made the point here, Arnab.
Constitution every day.
Bye.
Monojit, let Rina respond. Yeah.
Constitution, they're doing something unconstitutional every single day.
That is called.
And that is the reason why we asked that this should be discussed in the parliament. What is the parliament for? What are the elected representatives for? The parliament is to discuss these issues which impact each one of us in this country.
But it was Rina, to be fair, Mr. Kedia has a point, and I want to bring in Smita back into the debate. 1 minute. Smita and Mr. Agarwal are on the left. I think we are on a very, very, very tricky issue right now. Mr. Kedia, I'm going to come back to you. The question being raised here right now is, this is not a minor issue. This is not a minor issue. This was never a minor issue. It affected the pockets of people. Monojit, the question being tonight, and you can debate this with Smita, that if there was such concern and such anger about the increase in the rates, and you knew about it because we didn't know what was happening in the GST Council, why didn't you oppose it earlier? Publicly, openly. Why didn't you, Monojit? Monojit responded. Monojit and Smita.
That the government that we represent, they did oppose, our finance minister did oppose, but her voice was not heard.
Prove that.
Look at the way that the government
prove that. Mr. Agarwal, he said it a second time.
This illogical, aggressive manner is saying that they are on the wrong side. Is it time, for God's sake, to even propose the hikes? But the government had to.
But did you? You prove. You show evidence that you were rolled over.
Look at the situation of
show evidence that you made the point and your arguments was bulldozed.
BSNL.
Mr. Reddy.
BSNL 10 years. No.
Okay. 1 minute. Mr. Kedia, Smita on one side. This is and Monojit and Mr. Reddy on the other. This is becoming extremely controversial. 1 minute. Mr. Reddy, just wait a minute, viewers. Just wait. I didn't expect this.
Used to be the largest government-owned company in the aviation.
All right, okay.
And now the bank.
Mr. Reddy, just wait. Be patient.
Now, entire opposition is protesting in the parliament.
No. 1 minute. Viewers, we have a situation on the program tonight. 1 minute. Mr. Kedia, you made your point strongly. Let me summarize what's going on. 1 minute. I'm extending this debate. Mr. Monojit, I'm extending the debate.
He is not being spared.
Please ask them, why are they not going to the court?
Why aren't you going to the court, he says. Mr. Kedia's question is to Mr. Reddy. Mr. Kedia and Mr. Reddy. Mr. Kedia
divested.
No.
Why going to the courts? Now,
what the government is going
just a minute.
Getting
protests are going on. The Honorable Prime Minister is supposed to answer, or the Finance
we will
come and answer. Why courts now? If the government is ready to listen the voices of the opposition, the voice of the opposition is the voice of the people of this country.
Why should we go to the court?
Listen.
The voice of the opposition is not heard by going to the streets. Make yourselves heard in a constitutional manner.
Okay, Smita. No, we'll have to get him back. We miss Smita.
The government is not listening to our voices. Definitely we'll go
so 1 minute. I am getting Smita here. So the debate has taken a very, very controversial turn. I have a situation right now where I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 political parties saying here that they were bulldozed in the GST Council meeting. And they are going on record, to which I have 5 political parties official. They are all official spokespersons saying it. Mr. Reddy.
My question is.
Yeah, what's your question, Mr. Reddy? Ask Mr. Agarwal. Ask Mr. Agarwal directly. 1 minute. Green, I'm coming to you. Mr. Agarwal to Mr. Reddy to Mr. Agarwal. TRS to BJP. 1 minute.
Politics and disrupt.
Yeah, Mr. Reddy, you are asking Mr. Agarwal something. Go on.
What I'm asking, why are we examining the GST proceedings now, we are personally not a party to it. We have told already clearly that we have raised our concern, which is not heard of. Now the parliament is in sitting. We are protesting. TRS is protesting. Entire opposition.
Why did you wait for parliament to start?
The voice of the people. Why are you not listening?
Mr. Agarwal responds. Mr. Agarwal responds.
Discuss in the parliament. We are ready
Okay,
to
okay, one minute. Mr. Reddy, you made your point. Mr. Agarwal respond. Mr. Agarwal respond. Time is running out. Mr. Agarwal respond.
One thing, Arnab.
Yeah, respond. Shankar, wait. Mr. Agarwal respond.
One thing is, who was part of this decision making? That has been made clear by the finance minister. Second thing is, if they want to discuss in the parliament, who is stopping them?
Okay.
The chairman and the
okay.
we are ready to discuss.
Mr. Reddy,
Mr.
Reddy, TRS.
They are part of the discussion.
Are you open to a debate on this in Parliament?
And this is only politics.
No. Are you open to a debate on this in Parliament? Then it's over.
Parliament, they don't want the Parliament to function. Their only purpose is not to allow
Okay. Reena and Shankar. This is getting very interesting. Reena and Shankar. Yeah, Reena.
Arnab,
Yeah.
in the Business Advisory Council, Mr. Sanjay Singh requested time for discussion on this. Mr. Sanjay Singh, our leader of Aam Aadmi Party in Rajya Sabha, has given a notice under 267 asking for time to discuss this. But we know that this government does not allow the opposition to raise the voices of the common people. What are all these people elected for? To raise the voices of the common people?
No. Smita is responding to you. Reena, you have a counter coming in from Smita on this.
Can I come in?
Yeah, Smita wants to respond to you, Reena, to your point. Yeah, one minute.
When you want to pass a bill, then you are ready to do it till midnight.
Look,
when we want to discuss important issues, spend the time of the parliament. Why don't you take it on till the evening and discuss all these important issues? Why not?
Today Mallikarjun Kharge said that the government should allow a discussion under of GST under Rule 267 after suspending all business. Now Piyush Goyal has gone on record. I think nobody has heard him because he is a union minister. He has gone on record to say the government is not running away from a discussion on the price rise and GST issues, but the finance minister has COVID and she's recovering. So it just means another 2 or 3 days. That's all it means. For 3 days, can you not discuss other issues and then come back to the GST?
Yeah, I got the point.
Very simple.
Let the Congress respond. Shankar, that seems pretty fair. She's not making it up. We saw Nirmala Sitharaman come and vote in a PPE suit. She has COVID. She's not making it up. She's going to be okay in 3 or 4 days. She'll come back.
As far as the health is
Shankar.
concerned, what you say could be right. As far as the health is concerned, what you say could be right. But there is your State Minister of Finance. Why can't the discussion be done?
No, but why? What is the... No, have you decided... One minute. My counter here will be... Shankar. No, Shankar, you're not being rational. Shankar, listen. Either you have thought and decided. See, Monojit, if you have decided... Never mind what happens. Nirmala Sitharaman has COVID. We have to disrupt it from the start.
No, the BJP...
If you've decided you want to disrupt it, then you will find any way to disrupt it.
No. The BJP is just getting a taste of their own medicine.
Yes, Monojit is on the debate. Monojit and Rajat.
Can I come
See, that's the point. See, Arnab, they've come back to the moot point.
Certainly.
What is the moot point? What is the moot point?
You missed that.
Why should it be like that even?
That the moot point is BJP is getting its own medicine,
will go to
which
the
means
fitment
just
committee.
that.
No.
There is a fitment committee,
opposition.
and the issue should have been there in the fitment committee first. But it was implemented.
No. Monojit, we got Monojit and Reena. No, 1 minute. Monojit, Smita says...
Amazing.
Rajat, wait a minute. Let Monojit complete.
Government is even thinking about
That's another point. What Smita is saying...
GST is it's just teaching BJP a lesson.
Okay.
Government chairs the meeting. Government is the convener of the meeting.
No.
Government is the proposer.
No, 1 minute.
Look at the intent of the government. It is anti-people.
No, but Smita said you... Okay, 1 minute, Mr. Kedia.
The intent of the government is a
moot point. You only want to show the BJP down. People don't matter. GST doesn't matter. You only are saying that the BJP is getting a taste of its own
respond.
Medicine.
No. So if this is about giving the BJP a taste of its own medicine, I think we should say so. I think we should say so. Is it about that, Reena? Is it coming down to that? Come what may, Nirmala Sitharaman has COVID. Can't wait 3 days. We've got to teach them a lesson at the start of the session.
Right
the 47th GST
right
meeting
now there's an
concluded on the
emergency in the
28th
country.
of June.
You know, the prices are so high, we should all get out of our air-conditioned rooms and go and talk to the common people. There are, you know, there are crores of women in this country who don't have money to buy cooking fuel. And this is the time when you are raising prices of common things like atta, dal and chawal. You know, you have put GST on everything.
Jignesh is really excited.
In the country do not have food to eat right now. And now you're going on increasing the GST on atta and chawal and murmuri and तेल and cooking oil on everything.
Oh God.
Everything needs to be forgotten.
All right, one more. Rajat's responding to you, viewers. Last 2 minutes of the debate. Rajat's responding to you. We either talk about legislative or GST process, or we talk about the prices. Rajat.
1900 line items, Arnab. Do you want every line item to be debated in the parliament? Then why do you have a GST council in the first place? Why are you wasting taxpayers' money in having those 5-star lunches and dinners in the GST councils? Your politicians are having
Mr. Reddy!
20 days, you did not protest.
told that the issue
GST
go to the
council
fitment
happened
committee.
on the 20th
What
of
are you
June.
saying?
What were you doing?
Mr. Reddy! Mr. Reddy countering 1 minute. Mr. Reddy, this is huge. Mr. Reddy. Mr. Reddy, louder, Mr. Reddy.
Hello?
Yeah, Mr. Reddy.
If you think that Parliament is not the right to discuss public issues, and you levy GST on very, very common food items.
Mr. Agarwal.
And you
Mr.
don't
Agarwal.
want that to be discussed in the Parliament.
Mr. Agarwal, does the...
Putting this government decision. First in the case, you brought this proposal. Actually, it's a matter of shame. Again, people support it. And now you say that you can't discuss that in the Parliament itself. Where are we supposed to go and discuss?
Mr. Agarwal! Mr. Agarwal, the two of him now. One of them. Mr. Agarwal. Rajat, be quiet. Mr. Agarwal.
Supporting the...
Rajat, 1 minute. Rajat.
Rajat, place where you saw written dissent on the proceedings of 47 GST Council. Tell me where you signed on all the documents, sir. You signed on all the documents of the outcome of the 47 GST
Okay, Rajat, now let Mr. Agarwal come in.
Demonstration, sloganeering.
Mr. Agarwal, now Mr. Agarwal.
Your only objective is only objective of the opposition is disruption and disruption, not to let the government function, not to let the parliament function, not to do its work of legislation. And if you want to discuss anything, the chairman has said, the speaker has said, the government has said, the minister are ready to discuss. Where is the problem? There has to be a proper procedure for discussion. You have to discuss. There is a process for lawmaking. There is a process for operations of GST Council.
I say have the debate. Okay. So I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, Mr. Agarwal. See, if this can all end with a debate in Parliament, let's have the debate in Parliament. Have the debate in Parliament. Let it be a civilized debate. End of story.
Yeah, we are ready.
And then decide.
As simple as that, Arnab.
Have the debate in Parliament.
Why will they not allow this debate in
If 6
Parliament?
political parties can come and debate it on my show, I'm sure there can be a bigger debate in Parliament. We'll all watch. We'll broadcast it live on Republic. I promise you that we'll broadcast it live. Let there be a debate. Okay, ladies and gentlemen.